and gentlemen, welcome to the Verb Circus. My name is Kyle Miller, and I'm joined here in our fourth class with two great guests. Two guests who've been doing great in terms of points, and they've been a lot of fun all week long. Marta, first, how are you, Marta?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, good. I'm doing great. I'm having a good day today. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you back again. And Marta, you've got a great score. You're doing well. You do very, very good with the translations and also in the speed round. You speak English very well. Obviously, you lived abroad for a while.
Yes.
Right? You lived
a year.
Can you just remind everybody where you lived for a while?
Yeah, I was in California for a year.
In California for a year, exactly. Now, other than going abroad, maybe you can give the viewers at home some tips, some advice about improving their English. What tips can you give them?
Well, I think a good way to learn English, and it's also fun at the same time, is watching shows, the TV in English, or listen to music and write down the lyrics.
Yeah.
And I think you have to be constant, like do it every day.
Absolutely, you do. You have to be constant. You have to be always doing it. And yeah, I think like Marta said, it's important to find something that you enjoy. Do you, immerse yourself in English, but doing something that you enjoy. So with you, it's music or television, right?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, and Mariví, you're also doing a great job. How are you doing today? You feeling good?
I'm great, thank you.
You're feeling good? Are you energized?
Yeah, I'm happy to be back.
Good, good. Well, it's nice to have you back, of course. And what about you? You also speak English very, very well. So what tips do you have for the people at home?
Of course, to practice and study on a daily basis, but also, and this is important for Spanish people, not to be afraid to talk.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You've got to be confident, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just to be a good communicator is, a big part of it is just not being afraid. Exactly. You can't be afraid to talk. That's great advice. Very good advice. Don't be afraid to talk. Right. All right, well, before we get started, we're going to take a look at our scores, the way we always do. Let's see where the ladies stand here. We have Marta with 255, and we have Mariví with 205. So two great scores here, starting our third program. And now, the only thing left to do is choose our verb. So let's choose our verb of the day. Here it comes. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Make and do. Now, for all you fans of the Verb Circus at home, some of you might be saying, Kyle, we already saw that program. Well, you didn't see this one, ladies and gentlemen, because this is part 2. That's right, we have even more content. It's so complicated, it's so interesting that we have 2 programs about make and do, and 2 verbs. So maybe, Marta, can you conjugate the verb to make for us?
Yes, every day I make. Yesterday I made. Lately I've been making.
Well, lately I've made. Made, right. Every day I make. Yesterday I made. Lately I have made. Very good. And with the verb to do, Mariví?
Yes, every day I do. Yesterday I did, and
lately?
Lately I've done.
I've done, yeah. I like using lately because it forces you to the present perfect. Lately I've done. Okay, so the reason why make and do are sometimes confused is because, of course, in Spanish you say hacer for both verbs. So today we'll practice, but first let's take a look at some uses. First with to make. To make basically means to fabricate or create. So to make something. Are you good at making pies, Mariví?
Not really, no. I'm not.
No? What can you make in the kitchen that's good?
Well, I can do Spanish omelette.
I can make.
Really? Sorry, I can make a Spanish omelette or a stew.
Ask her if she makes her Spanish omelet with chorizo or without chorizo.
Do you make your Spanish omelette with chorizo or not chorizo?
No, I do it without. I do my Spanish omelette without chorizo.
Am I the only one that puts chorizo in a
No,
Spanish
my mom
omelet?
too.
Okay, good. Okay, I make it with chorizo. And do you make it with onions?
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course. I like onions.
It's important.
As well. Good. Okay, so generally speaking, to fabricate or create. Generally speaking, there are a lot of exceptions. We'll see that in a moment. Let's take a look at do. Do is used for carrying out processes or procedures. So do you do exercises every day?
Not every day, but I do it often.
You do exercises often?
I do exercise often.
Now, do you do homework when you're given homework?
Yes, I do homework.
Okay. Okay, sure. So should people always do their English homework when their teacher gives it to them?
Of course, they should do their English homework.
Exactly. So to carry out processes or procedures, following steps, we're doing something. Okay, finally we see there are many exceptions, Let's try a little quiz here. A job. Do you do a job or do you make a job, Marivi?
You do a job.
To do a job, correct. What about a choice? Do you make a choice or do a choice?
Make a choice.
To make a choice. These are some exceptions, right? Business. Do you do business or do you make business?
You make business.
You do business.
You do business.
You do
It's
business
always-
with people, right? To do business. So we say to do business. Yeah, we don't make business, we do business. A discovery. Do scientists try to make discoveries or do discoveries?
They make discoveries.
To make discoveries, right. What about a list? What about a list? Do you make a list or do you do a list?
You make a list.
Correct, yeah. You make a list, to make a list. Exactly. So there are a lot of exceptions and cases where maybe you don't feel so certain, but we'll look at that as we go on. And let's go on now to our translation challenge. All right, it is a little bit tricky. It is a little bit difficult, and we'll see how you do here in the translation challenge. Aquí vas a ver la frase en español y 3 opciones en inglés. Y tú en casa, como las chicas en plató hoy, tienen que elegir la respuesta correcta entre las 3 opciones para ganar 5 puntos for 5 points. Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
There. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, let's hear question number 1.
Haz el amor, no la guerra.
Good advice. Very good advice here. A, make the love, not the war. B, make love, not war. And C, do love, not the war. All right. Marta, what do you think? Are you confident about this one?
Yeah,
So-so?
so.
Okay. What have you got for us?
I think it's B.
She says it's B. And Marivi?
Yes, I think it's B too.
She says it's B. And the ladies are both right. Good, and it's a good piece of advice. Make love, not war. Don't fight. Okay, make love, not war. Good idea. All right, let's hear number 2.
Voy a hacer una fortuna.
A ver. A, I'm going to make a fortune. B, I'm going to make me a fortune. And C, I'm going to make one fortune. A few common mistakes here. Marivi, what do you think?
A.
A, okay.
A.
And A as well. Now, Marivi, do you think the viewers at home have also, do you think they agree with you? Do you think?
I think so.
I think so. Well, I certainly hope so, because you're both right. The correct answer is A. Can you read it for us, Marta?
Yes, I'm going to make a fortune.
To make a fortune. Yeah, so when you get really rich, make a fortune. Like Bill Gates, he made a fortune.
Yes.
He didn't do a fortune, he made a fortune, right? Okay, let's hear question number 3.
¿Él se ha forrado ya?
A, has he done his fortune yet? B, has he made killing yet? And C, has he made a killing yet? Okay, we'll go back to Marta this time to start us off. What do you think?
I think it's C.
Okay. Marivi?
I think so too.
She says it's C as well. Can you say it out loud first, Marivi?
Yes. Has he made a killing yet?
Has he, say it again, has he made?
Sorry. Has he made a killing yet?
Has he made a killing yet? Correct, that's good for 5 points. Has he made a killing? To make a killing, forrarse, to make a lot of money, to make a killing. Again, like Bill Gates, right? Okay, let's hear question number 4.
¿Serán suficiente $5?
Okay, A, will $5 do? B, $5 will do me enough? And C, $5 will do? Okay, we're relying on some different uses here of the verb to do. Right? Are you familiar with this use of the verb?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so what's the answer?
I think it's A.
I think it's A, okay. And Marta?
A.
She has A as well. And the ladies are on a roll. The correct answer is A. Good job. Will $5 do? Can you read it back, Mariví, one more time?
Will $5 do?
Yeah. So will it do, in this case, means will it be enough? It's another way of saying will it be enough. Will $5 do? So imagine if I want to buy, let's say I want to buy a meal, a typical menú del día in Madrid. Will €5 do?
No, I don't think so. $5 won't do.
$5 won't do. €5 won't do either in most places. But will €15 do for a menu? Yeah.
€15 will do for a meal.
It will do. Yeah, it will do. It means it will be enough. So it will do. All right, so that's another use. It's interesting. Good to know. All right, let's take a look at our scores after the first translation challenge. Let's see where they stand. We have Marta with 275 and Mariví with 225. Very good scores indeed. They're both doing a great job. Let's move on now to our other uses. Here we have a little, really it's an expression. It's to make the most of something. What does this mean, to make the most of something? Mariví?
I was thinking to make the most of, I think to try to do the best or to put all the effort.
But also to try to get the greatest possible benefit out of something, right? I mean, you're coming to this show. It's a fun experience. You can also improve your English. Are you making the most of this experience?
Yes, we are making the most of this experience.
Is Marta making the most of it as well, do you think?
Yeah, she's doing the most of it.
She's making the most.
She's making the most of her experience.
Okay. Ask her if she made the most of her experience in California.
Marta, did you most?
Start it again.
Did you make the most of your experience in Canada? Sorry, in LA?
Yeah, in LA, in California.
Yes, I did make the most of my experience in California.
Yeah, yes, I made the most. I made the most of my experience. It's always good when you have an experience when you go abroad to make the most of it, right? To get the greatest possible benefit, right? Good. So to make the most of something is our other uses today. All right, let's move on now to translation challenge number 2. All right, here we are in translation challenge number 2. Ahora, bueno, es igual, except instead of 5 points, each question is worth a total of 10 points. All right, so you can move up here with your scores. Remember, siempre en voz alta en casa. Always repeating out loud and participating, and even keeping score. Okay, let's hear sentence number 1.
Estás haciendo progresos.
It's true. It's true, you are. You too. Estás haciendo progresos, eh? A, you're doing progress. B, you're making progress. And C, you're doing progresses. One of these cases where you just have to memorize, you just have to know it. Either you know it or you don't, right? Marta, do you know it?
I think it's B.
I think it's B, she says. Okay. Ask Mariví what her answer is.
What's your answer?
My answer is B.
Is B also. Okay, can you say it out loud, Mariví?
Yes. You are making progress.
And they're both right for 10 points. Good job. Hopefully you got that as well. You're making progress. Good job. You're making progress. Well done. Okay, let's hear number 2.
Decídete.
Okay, all right. I will. A, make up your mind. B, decide yourself. And C, make your mind. Okay. Mariví, what do you think about this one? Was this one easy?
Yes, for me.
Easy for her. Most of them are easy for you, though, Mariví.
No, not really.
All right, so what have you got for us?
A.
Okay, can you say it out loud again?
Make up your mind.
Okay. And Marta?
A.
Okay, can you say it again as well?
Make up your mind.
Make up your mind. Make up your mind. And they're both right. Make up your mind. Yes. That's good for 10 points. Well done. Make up your mind. Are you good at making up your mind, Marivi, when you have to decide? Are you?
Usually, I usually make up my mind, but
Yeah, you make up your mind quickly?
quickly. I usually make up my mind quickly,
Okay.
but it depends.
Yeah, it always depends on the question, I suppose. Okay, let's go on to number 3.
Lo hemos organizado para que te recojan en el hotel.
Okay. A. We've done arrangements to be picked up at the hotel. B. We've made arrangements for you to be picked up at the hotel. And option C. We've done an arrangement so they pick us up at the hotel. You have 5 seconds. Okay. What do you think about this one, Marta?
I think it's B.
Thinks it's B, okay. And Marivi?
2.
B as well. Are you sure about that, though?
Yes, I think.
Okay. Good job. They're both right again. Wow. They're on a roll. They're on a roll, ladies and gentlemen. We've made arrangements for you to be picked up at the hotel. To make arrangements. Never do. To make arrangements. So can you read it for me, Marta?
We've made arrangements for you to be picked up at the hotel.
Good. Yes. And at home, always out loud. Picked up. Picked up. For you to be picked up. Recoger a alguien. To pick someone up from a place. Okay, very good. Let's hear number 4.
Gira a la izquierda en la próxima esquina.
Okay, all right. A. Make a left at the next corner. B. Do a left at the next corner. And C. Do left on the next corner. Tricky business here. Tricky, tricky, tricky. All right. Okay, Marivi, what's the answer to this one?
I'm not sure. I think it's C.
I think it's C. Okay, and Marta?
A.
Marta says A. So you're driving your car and you have to make or do. We say to make a left. So the correct answer is A. That's a correct answer for 10 points, Marta. Good job. Make a left. Yeah, turn left. We say make a left. So can you repeat that for me?
Yes. Make a left at the next corner.
Yeah, make a left at the next corner. Okay, very good. All right, great job. Well done. Let's take a look at our total scores after round 2 of the translation challenge. There we are with 315. Wow, that's a great score, Marta. 315 and 255. Another fantastic score, Marivi. Great job. You're both doing a great job. We've got a good show here. We've got a good pair of guests. Let's move on now to our expression of the day. All right, our expression of the day is to make a difference. To make a difference. To make yourself, to let's say, distinguish. Or to make yourself better, make yourself stand out. Now, does knowing English make a difference when you travel, Marta?
Oh yes, definitely.
Does it make a big difference?
It helps you to move around the city and talk to people.
Sure.
Yeah, it helps.
Sure. It makes a difference. It makes a big difference. So we often say a big difference or a great difference. It makes a great difference. It makes a big difference. Okay. So what else makes a difference when in what other aspect does knowing English make a difference? Traveling. What else?
Traveling, it also helps to find a job.
Yeah. So it makes a difference
It makes a difference.
when you're
When you are looking for a job.
Exactly, it sure does. It makes a difference. It makes a big difference when you're looking for a job, if you speak English or not. So to make a difference, that's our expression of the day, to make a difference. All right, it's time now, ladies and gentlemen, to move on to my favorite part of the show, the speed round. Okay, we all know how this works by now. You've been watching for a while. They've been playing for 3 shows. We all know how it works. I will give you I will give you the answer. And you at home have to ask me the question that I've already answered. So pay attention, fíjate en la información que sale en rojo en pantalla y tienes que formar la pregunta pidiendo esa información en rojo. Okay? First round will be 2 minutes. The second round will be 1 minute. Okay, so let's put 2 minutes up on the clock, and remember, wait till I say go before you hit the buzzer and then ask the question. Okay, ladies, are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, they're ready. Let's start the clock. Elvis made about 70 records. That was Mariví.
How many records did Elvis make?
Correct. How many records did Elvis make? Good. How many records did Elvis make? Correct. He did time in jail for theft. Go.
Why
Marta.
did he make time in jail?
Oh,
for?
I'm afraid not. That's -10. That's -10. Pass or play, Mariví.
I'm going to pass because I'm not sure.
Well, look at the screen. She passes, so no points. So -10 for Marta. But the question, why did he do time in jail? Sorry, what did he do time in jail for? But it's to do time, not to make time. We use the verb to do, right? Okay, let's go on to the next example. I've made 3 speeches so far this week. Go. Marta.
How many speeches have you made so far this week?
Repeat it again.
How many speeches have you made so far this week?
How many speeches have you
Make?
made?
Make.
Oh, I'm afraid not. I'm afraid not. -10. Pass or play.
Play.
Okay, hit it.
How many speeches have you made so far this week?
Yeah, it's made because it's present perfect. How many speeches have you made so far this week? How many speeches have you made so far this week? Okay, good. Next example. She was doing a crossword puzzle when I walked in. Go. Marta.
What was she doing when you walked in?
Correct. That's good for 10 points. What was she doing when you walked in? Oh, I was doing a crossword puzzle. Crucigramas, yes. Okay, next example. She couldn't make it because she was ill. Go. Marta.
Why couldn't she make it?
Correct. Whew. Correct. That's good for 10 points. Why couldn't she make it? She was ill. Why couldn't she make it? Why couldn't she make it? Wow, okay, it's fast, it's intense. It's intense for me too, and I know it's intense for the people at home. Let's look at our scores. Let's see where we stand here. With our total scores, we have Marta with 315, and Mariví moved up a little bit there with 275, closing the gap. All right, but we're not done yet. We still have a minute to go. We're gonna put a minute back up there on the clock. Let's get a minute up there, and we're gonna resume the same activity, the same exercise. Let's get it up there, 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute is on the clock, and we're gonna continue. Ladies, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's start the clock. Stuart is going to make the arrangements. Go. Mariví.
Who's going to make the arrangement?
Correct, the arrangements, yes. Who's going to make the arrangements? Good, that's good for 10 points. Well done. Next example. It's made of wood and plastic. Go. Marta.
What is it made of?
Repeat.
What is it made of?
What is it made of? Correct. What is it made of? That's good for 10 points. What is it made of? Great. Next example. John couldn't make it on time. Go. Marta.
Who couldn't make it on time?
Repeat, please.
Who couldn't make it on time?
Good. Who couldn't make it on time? That's 10 points. Who couldn't make it on time? Next example. I make the bed in the morning. Go. Mariví.
When did you...
I make the bed in the morning.
Sorry, when do you make the bed?
Correct. When do you make the bed? Whew. When do you make the bed? In the morning. That's good for 10 points. Right before the buzzer. She fit it in there. Good job. Let's take a look at our scores here. At the end of today's program, let's see where the ladies stand. 335 points for Marta and 295 for Mariví. Getting close. We have a close race here. That's what we like to see at the end of our third program. They've done a great job. I want to remind you to take a look at our website, nuestra página web. Aquí mismo, aprendeinglés.com. Podéis volver a concursar con las mismas preguntas del programa de hoy. Check it out. Lots of great content right there. I've got some gifts already for our contestants. Great job, great job. Really good, Maddie B. Nice comeback there. They're doing a great job, aren't they? Yes, and they're going to be taking home Everyday English featuring our friend, Mr. Alberto Alonso, courtesy of our friends at Vaughan Radio. You can get your copy at vaughantienda.com. This is in MP3 format as well. There you go, for you.
Thank you.
For you. Great job. They've done a great job. And so have you at home. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Verb Circuit.